Hello beautiful people, you are welcome back to my channel. So today I'm talking about raising children alone while my husband is away. This is just my honest experience about it, okay? Each and every one of us might have different experiences, but I'm sharing mine the way it is with me. If you're a long distance wife, we are finding answers to questions about raising children alone as a long distance spouse, just stick to the end of the video, hear from my experience and learn from it, okay? On the challenges of raising children alone without your spouse or your spouse being away is enormous. Even with spouses together, it is not easy. Talk more of just an individual doing it alone. It is not easy. Challenges I face are that most of the time when it comes to school, maybe PTA, everything that pertains to the children's school, even looking for a school for them to go to, I do it alone. When it comes to the physical house, like how to take care of the house, buying a bulb, going to the market, making sure that everything in the house is in order, I do it alone. Like almost everything in this house, I do it alone. But one thing that I make sure that I do is that in whatever I'm doing, I always take my husband along, and he gives his advices in one way or the other. He gives his advice, this is how you're supposed to do it, this is how you're supposed to, like, I am not just carrying the physical body. There's somebody that is always advising me, he's always advising me, telling me how to go about this, telling me how to go about that. Do you understand? So it's not something that I do just alone, okay? I make sure that he's carried along in whatever is happening in this house. It is not just an individual something, even if physically I'm the one doing it, but when it comes to looking at it from that angle, we are doing it together. So make sure that everything in the house is well taken care of when it comes to feeding, taking care of the children, like everything generally. We do it together, but it's just that he's not here. I'm the one that is standing in the gap doing it, okay? So when it comes to the emotional aspect of it, it is not easy, especially as when you have growing children, you know they need their father's presence in their lives. How we cover up with that is that we make sure that the children are always in communication with their father. We make sure that whatever we are doing, whatever that, when it comes to academics, when it comes to anything, he's not taking unawares. That is everything that concerns the children, he knows about it. Like he's always communicating with them. They always tell him how their day is going. They always tell him everything that pertains to them. Whatever that is troubling them, they always open up to him. Do you understand? It's not something that we are doing just individually. It's something that we are doing collectively, even if he's far. But we make sure, thank God for social media, thank God for WhatsApp and the rest. You can actually see him face to face almost every time, talk to him, whatever, how your mood, he tells it. Even when he calls on phone, he tells your mood, know how you are feeling. You understand? So it's not easy actually, but we are putting up because this is what we need to do. So make sure that the children are always in communication with him. We make sure that that gap is not too wide. We make sure that we cover up with as much as we can in this arrangement. It is not easy. It's not something that we planned for, but we just had to do it. And when it's whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. So we try as much as we can not to let that gap become too much between him and the children, even between us. Make sure that he's carried along in everything that is happening in the house. Okay, that way it is not, the gap is not too noticeable, because it's always, his presence is always felt. Whatever he does is always felt in the house. Now, what helped me cope in all this? Now, when I look at my children, I know that when they are here, they will have a better life than going there. Do you understand? Because my husband is not very far away. He's in one of these African countries. Okay, when I look at the future, I say, okay, there's no how that he will stay there forever. One day he will still come back home. When I look at it, I say, okay, there's no need of me just disturbing myself, because I know that whatever we are building here, we're building for the family. So that is one thing I look at and I say, okay, we are building for the family. We are not just doing this because we want to stay apart. It's just that when situation like this arises, you need to step up your game. You need to know what the family needs, and you need to do whatever you need to do. Do you understand? So that is just why when I look at it, these are the things that encourages me, okay? And when I look at how consistent we have been, like how we have put in efforts to make this work, how we have put in effort even when it comes to our family, when it comes to our children, when it comes to our life, how we constantly put in effort, how both of us are not looking at it from a negative angle, how we are putting in our best to it. It encourages me to do more. Okay, now the blessing that comes with this experience is that most of the things I don't know how to do before, now I can do them perfectly. Like when it comes to taking care of maybe something spoils in the house, maybe electrical, I know how to go about it. I know who to call. I know how to, whatever needs to be done. I don't need to be fidgeting about anything. I know how to take care of my home. Okay, that is the blessing that comes with it, because when you can handle situations, when you can handle whatever comes your way, it's another advantage, is a plus to me, because whenever anything happens and I don't go about being anxious or worried, because I know how to handle whatever situation that comes around me, and I know that somebody's at my back standing very strong for me. So it's not a palatable one raising kids alone, but there are blessings attached to it. When you look at the front picture of it, when you look at what you are aiming to achieve at the end of it all, it's something that would encourage you. So I want to encourage as many away from their spouses due to one reason or the other, and you're looking at, how do I raise my children without my husband? How do I raise my children without my wife? It is something that you need to do. So you just need to focus. You just need to know that this is for the betterment of your family, and I assure you that with time it will get better. Okay, that's just my encouragement to you today. So if you've not liked and subscribed to this channel, please do like, subscribe to the channel, so that whenever I post content such as this, you get notified. Thank you, and see you in my next one. Bye.